Whoa, three, two, one, we're live. Right now, this is supposed to be going live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and I don't know if it is. So here's the story. It's a little bit about AI, it's a little bit about wealth, it's a little bit about the changes in things. And I'm not going to do this very long because time's a commodity that we all have, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. So I'm watching this stuff on my phone as it goes on, and it looks like it is live on YouTube. And so I had a challenge getting this up here. A lot of things have changed, and that's one of my things with AI is it happens fast. And AI is not going to be able to keep up with humans, and humans ain't going to be able to keep up with AI because we travel at two very different speeds. As an example, this software that I'm using right now, it had a real hard time connecting with these three the live stream. It's called StreamYard. I'm an affiliate for it, so I would suggest it, but I'm suggesting not to suggest it at this point in time because it didn't work very smoothly at all. And that's because it's a pay-to-play world. Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and Google, they function off of ads and income. I don't know if there's anybody giving grants to them, maybe government grants if you believe in those kind of conspiracy things, maybe. You never know. But that's a whole nother topic we can have over coffee. So this stuff's happening very, very fast, and it just did not work at all what StreamYard used to work like. It didn't hook up to any of the platforms. I had to jack around, and I'm going to go on Facebook right now to see if this is actually even live because I don't know that it is. So hang with me here because I did it right on my Facebook page. I didn't go to any of my pages or my groups on Facebook. This is my Facebook profile, and it should be live. So here it is. It looks like it is live. Like if I wave like this, the delay will show up. So there's me showing it, and I'm waving. So it is kind of working, but I don't know how long. I don't know what kind of exposure it's going to give access for me to see you and you to see me. So that's why I'm advocating live in-person events. And here's my dilemma. I'm supposed to be talking about wealth. What is wealth? Because that's initially I was talking about that, in that I think a lot of people in the older age like this, there's a little bit of fear of becoming a Walmart greeter or having to find a job in the older years if you don't have a big pension or a big retirement plan in place, because price of things are getting astronomical, and leisure is expensive these days. So anyways, I'm not talking so much about wealth and retirement anymore, unless you want to. You can comment if I can see your comments. But this stuff is happening very, very, very fast. And again, AI doesn't know how to talk to humans because humans have different words for things than AI does, and eventually it picks up on it. But by that time, we might have changed our word for something, and AI doesn't recognize it anymore. And it's just that it's happening so fast that I work to get this stuff up and smooth, and I do the graphics for it and pop them on there, like my little, I can give you some examples of these synergy socials and stuff. See, I do these graphics in Canva. I put them up there, and it takes some time. But by the time I get this thing up here, it's not relevant anymore. I'm wondering when someone's going to have an issue with horizontal versus vertical video. So that's my rant for today. Let me know where you're seeing this, if you're seeing it on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. But I've got some coffee meetings today, and that's what I like about having coffee with people, is you actually get to talk with them. You see a cadence in their voice, and we get to talk about the real issues that's going on right now. There's stuff that's happening. And I wouldn't even say it's political stuff, because it's not really political. It's people's beliefs. The they're believing the things that they see on this internet thing, and a lot of it isn't. And they're believing things through their perception of it that's generated from their past experiences. Since you grew up, you've been learning things that aren't necessarily true, but you believe them. That comes from my magic background. I can make things happen that people believe, but that's not what really happened. I can bend forks with my mind, make coins disappear, make things float in the air. It doesn't really happen that way. Anyways, I'm not sure how much longer to go with this because, again, don't want to take your time, but it's been 6 minutes. I just want to see if this is actually coming through. So while we're watching, I'm going to go on to LinkedIn to see if that is happening here live. It says tap to join. Here's the other thing on LinkedIn. There used to be a way of inviting your contacts to your lives, but that might have been abused and got to be too many things and people started complaining. So LinkedIn took it away. So now I can't even invite people on my LinkedIn. I can't invite them to the party. So that's the thing I'm concerned with, the social media and all that stuff. So I just joined myself. Anyways, I'm not sure how much longer to go with this because, again, don't want to take. So it's working. That's on LinkedIn. Kip Sherry commented. He says, I am seeing this on LinkedIn. Thank you, Kip. I appreciate that. So Kip Sherry is a magician friend of mine, digital friend. I haven't met him in person, but we've been connected on LinkedIn for a while. So that's the thing, is this stuff is happening so fast that we can't keep up with the changes. When they do the updates, all of a sudden they move things around and you get nothing done other than relearning something that's going to change in 30 seconds. Maybe not 30 seconds, but it's going to have another upgrade. They're constantly doing upgrades. And there's other softwares that connect with others, like this StreamYard platform. They've got their upgrades. And then I'm using it on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So they've got their upgrades. So their upgrades are going to affect the StreamYard upgrades, and you're going to get nowhere fast because they keep on upgrading. You know, cars usually do it once a year, but software seems like it's every month. So there's my frustration. I would like to start getting back in person with people, but here's the challenge. How do you do that? If we use this internet thing as communication and it's not functioning as a way to communicate, or you're way behind schedule, like you didn't see this until 3 days later when the party's over, what good is it? So I'm working on ways of bringing back old school ways of doing things. Like, as an example, using QR codes on a physical piece of cardstock printed that people can give to someone else and invite them to the party. This then goes to an internet thing, which is a problem because maybe it don't work now. So we might have to go back to knocking on doors and inviting neighbors over for coffee and can I borrow a cup of sugar kind of thing. So that's my old self talking there. I think we're going to have to figure out new ways of doing stuff. So I've gone for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm going to sign this off because I don't want to take a bunch of your time because you're going to need it. Believe me, you're going to need it. So that's my story, Morning Glory. That's all I've got for Wednesday, Friends Day. I was going to talk more about, what was I talking about? I can't remember what I had on here. I was talking about wealth because it's changing. Is your retirement income going to keep up with your old age at the expense of retirement homes and senior living and stuff like that? It's going to be really expensive. Hope you got insurance to cover it. And are they going to cover it? And are they going to charge you extra to get involved? I don't know. Kip Sherry has a thing here, 10 must-read AI strategy playbooks. I'm going to check that out, Kip. That's kind of interesting. So if you're on LinkedIn, here's my magician friend, Kip Sherry. Check him out. I can't even remember what cities he's in, but if you need a magician, even in Minneapolis, you can put him on an airplane and bring him over here. Maybe he'll even drive. Maybe he's from Chicago. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm signing this one off. Kip, thanks for showing up. That's all I've got. I'm going to go over to a coffee shop and do some work because I've got a meeting at 11:30 with somebody. Human, in person, the way it used to be. Okay, peace, love, and happiness. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice.